Carlos Pellegrini. I am one of the members of the Argentinian Open team that is going to play in the South American Championship, which is a trials trying for one of the two spots in the Bali 2013 Bermuda Bowl. I want to introduce to Debbie Hyatt. She's going to be the non-play captain of the Argentina Open team. Welcome, Debbie.
Hello.
Can you tell us a little bit how do you become a non-play captain?
Good afternoon. My name is Debbie Hyatt. I am very honored to be part and asked to help coach with the National Argentinian Open team. My background was about 10 years ago, I played bridge and I kibitzed and I watched, and I was at a tournament in which one team had two of the partnerships sitting north-south. Knowing that this would be a big problem and nobody would win any imps and would disqualify them to go on for a chance to play at the trials, I informed the captain of the other team that he had a problem and needed to go to his director and get this problem solved. Having said that, this captain of this team came back to me and says, "You're very organized, you're very aware, you're cognitive of what's happening in the team, you know how bridge works, you know how ideas." There have been many players that have been very helpful in giving me instructions on how to work and manage a team. Eric Kokish is one that I'd really like to thank. I had some help from Eric Koken, from Rodwell, and various other members around the world. From this opportunity, taking my background of understanding psychological aspects of people and also knowing bridge, combining that together and studying how to get players to perform to their best of their ability, not only as an individual, but as a partnership, and then getting the partnerships to work together to form a team. Bridge at the high level competition is a team event. So in order to be successful, each 6 players have to learn to come together to know how their teammates and partnerships perform so that they can make the best decision at the tables. And not only that, they have to learn and know what their opponents do. With the inventions of so many different bidding and aggressive styles, you have to be prepared on how to react to destructive systems and create your own system to be winning.
Why did the Argentinian Open team choose you?
My background had been, I was a non-playing captain at several international tournaments around the world, starting in 2003 in Monte Carlo for U.S. teams. And we got to the semifinals. We lost to the United States. Our actual coach was Ralph Cohen, and I worked as his assistant, or he was the non-playing captain, and I assisted him with making sure that lineups were done correctly, who the opponents might be, getting the information to know what their system was so we could plan offense and defense, having my players read the opponent's convention cards to know how they played and whether our system could accommodate to whatever their system was. So being very organized, being on site, making sure the scores were corrected, inputting each team player that's playing, because you must pre-seed and sit your players, and getting the results, getting the copies of the hand records afterwards, so at the end of the evening when we had a problem, we could review that to make sure we did not have this problem again and how to be prepared to handle a similar problem. So educating each other in the results and where we did well, making sure that each player got the appreciation for a job well done, for having a good set, also helping each player with constructive criticism, not defensive criticism, to make sure that you perform the best. Make sure that you're rested well, you have the things you need, you have everything prepared.
Okay, and now the last question. what are your goals?
My goals for the Argentinian team is to bring the knowledge that make for successful teams around the world. That is, they are ready to play because they know what they're going to come up against as far as systems and defenses. That they are psychologically ready because they're rested. They are both in the frame of mind to helping their own partners, also helping their teammates, and everybody works together with the goal to win. You have to be hungry, you have to be trained, and training means studying. There's a lot of studying to be done for successful partnerships and successful teams. If you're not prepared, you will lose. Nowadays, the technical aspect is there are many, many great players, but the ones who are successful are the ones that work very hard at it. That means practice bidding, practice defense, practice to know what their teammates are doing at high-level competitive bidding, slam bidding, finding out information. If you look at the top pairs in the world, they don't just arrive at a tournament to play. They have put in time, effort, knowledge, and it takes not only training of the technical aspect, but physically, being in physical shape because you use a lot of energy when you're playing at a table, and the perspective of psychological aspects of the game. So my goal is to have the players ready to prepare. So you know who you're going to play against and what they do, and you're ready to beat them at the game. The importance is you have to be technically, physically, and emotionally ready to go.
Okay, thank you very much, Debbie. We will see each other again after Angra.
I didn't do very good.
Yeah.